Hey, good morning, coaches. It's Scottie Hobbs. It is Tuesday morning. I'm extremely excited for this day. It's a little cold here in Idaho, but we're on fire with Team Beachbody. So yesterday I had an awesome time sharing on the National Coach Wake-Up Call with Team Beachbody Corporate and the network about how to invite somebody to a challenge group. So if you haven't watched that, make sure to go back and listen to the replay. It's absolutely amazing. I'll put it on my YouTube channel for you guys to see and hear if you haven't seen it. I had one of my diamond coaches, Kendra Fletcher, reenact the whole process from start to beginning, from a social media post to a private message to a text message to a phone call, all the way through to a follow-up. So if you haven't watched it, make sure to go watch that. Today I started my morning. I woke up at 6 o'clock, started reading in the book Strong Fathers, Strong Daughters. Next I finished 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth again, and I started Failing Forward by John C. Maxwell. I could not put that book down this morning. So Failing Forward is a great book if you haven't read that one. If you feel like you're a failure in any way, whether it's in your own transformation, in any of your relationships or in your Team Beachbody business, I would read Failing Forward or get the audio and listen to it. It's all about how you look at every situation and realize that every successful person goes through a lot of failures. I'll tell you guys, yesterday I did an invite process where I showed everybody how to do this process, and I had 4 real ones that day, and 3 of them are what some would consider a failure. There was no sale, there was no money exchange, there was no challenge pack sold, there was no coach sign up, so on and so forth. And one of them went through. So that's 1 out of 4. So that's 3 failures in 1 success, as most would see it. But the thing is that you got to understand about a business like this, or any business, is that every conversation that you have, as long as you leave that conversation, you leave that person and add value to their life, you succeeded. You know, if you add value to people's lives, you're going to succeed. Every single conversation you have doesn't have to go exactly the way you think. For the most part, they're going to feel like failures, but you have to switch that and realize that it's not really a failure, it's a learning experience, or it's a seed planted. And that's all that the successful coaches are doing, is that they're doing these, they're adding value to people every single day. And when the time's right, you got to realize that the time is not right for everybody. Like, if they're going to be a Team Beachbody coach, or they're going to join your challenge, they're going to join it on their terms. You have to remember that, because it's about them. It's not about you. So your job is just to do the basics. Do your workout, be proof the product works, become a better person, share with people, not sell them, share with them, add value to them, and of course you do a follow-up, but I let people know, like if someone's like, yeah, I'm going to join your challenge group, I'm super excited, I follow up with them 2 days later, and they ignore me, that's totally normal. I get that all the time. So don't look at that like a failure. All I do in an instant like that is I write them, I'd be like, hey, Jeff, I realized that we talked on the phone the other day and this is what you want to achieve, and you said you were ready to purchase this challenge back and join our group on December 2nd. I haven't seen the order come through. I just wanted to make sure that's still in your plans to join the group. And sometimes still they'll ignore it. So a couple days later I'll just write a message. Hey Jeff, I just want you to know that I support you and I will help you in any way that I can. And I understand if now's not your time, that's okay. Just let me know what's going on. I'll help you either way. So just remember that that's all I do, is don't look at those things like setbacks or failures. Continue to add value to people and help people no matter what. And you will find success. People will see that you genuinely care about helping them achieve their goals. Now, that was what I really loved about my reading this morning in the book Failing Forward, and how you can apply it to become to a Beachbody coach, or I guess any business where a sale is required, or a business transaction. Remember, always it's about them, not about you. The other thing I wanted to share with you guys was a thought I had yesterday. I had someone come over to my house. It was an amazing conversation with a very bright, intelligent, successful businessman, and he just found that he works extremely a lot, like away from his family a lot. And this is the one thing I want you guys all to understand, is that you have to find a way in whatever it is you do in your life to make sure that you figure out what your roles are in your life. What are your roles? Like mine, for example, are a father, a husband, a Beachbody coach, and I got this little minor one of my role as a guitarist in a rock band. So those are my priorities. Notice I said them pretty much in the order of importance: father and spouse first, Beachbody coach, and then band. So these are my roles. So what I have to do to live a successful life, because a successful life has nothing to do with the amount of income you earn, rather the way you feel every day. Like, are you happy? Are you balanced in your life? Are you overwhelmed or stressed? So you have to create a balance. So, I set aside this time for Beachbody coaching, this time for family, this time for my kids, this time for my spouse, this time is for the band. And then, I have to make sure that I keep those in balance and stay true and present in the moment in whatever of those aspects that I'm in at each certain point. So realize that as you build a Team Beachbody business, you might as well start that right now, because it's going to be harder as you create a big organization. Let's say you have 5,000, 10,000 coaches on your team 3, 4, 5 years from now, to switch over and create a different type of balance. So create your balance now and build your life like that, because that way you can see the success in every moment. And that's what I want to share with you guys about that, is no amount of income will determine your success. Your success will be determined by your daily activities and how you feel in every moment that you're doing them. Like, do you feel like you're adding value to people? Does it add value to you, yourself? Are you changing? Are you growing? And that all ties back into the whole concept of failing forward. So as you're doing this and you're working from a list every single day, working on your goals for Team Beachbody Coach, you have your set schedule where you're 100% present for your coaches, your clients, I guess you could say your audience, people that are following you. You're present in that time. Make sure, success is going to be, the success is not the final ending point, like 15-star diamond or millionaire club or top 10 coach or top coach of the company. That's not what you're supposed to focus on, because if you do that, you miss the whole journey. And you guys have heard this over and over throughout all life. Success and joy and happiness happens in the moment. Like, you have to learn to enjoy every single step of the way, and take those failures that you see as failures and learn from them and become better and add more value to people. And if you do that, you could find that sense of fulfillment every single day, and that way you're successful every single day as a coach. You guys will just have to take my word for this. If you do that, and you do that consistently, and by consistently I don't mean 1 week on, 1 week off. You do it consistently, whether it's an hour a day, 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, 6 hours a day, whatever it is you do, as long as you find that joy and fulfillment in the moment, then you're successful every single day. The results, the money, the income, the huge impact on thousands of people will come. But you've got to find that sense of joy in the moment. So that's what I want to leave you guys with today. Go crush it. We got a week and a half left of November. We have a huge cause, and it's not the Movember thing I'm trying to get going on here. But, we have Feeding America. Realize that every Success Club point that you guys as coaches get this month is $10 to Feeding America, which is 90 meals. So realize the impact you can make on giving back as well to Feeding America. So let's go do this, guys. I'm proud of you guys. Let's crush this. I can't wait till Summit and hang out with all you guys. See you guys later.